Hey everybody, Blaine Sites, PGA Golf Performance Coach, and in this video I want to talk about our deltoid muscles, the outside of our shoulder here. And a lot of times, most of my students have, say, a desk job, they're sitting behind a computer screen for most of the day, they're in this position, they're typing, they're making phone calls, we're doing text messages, all this stuff. And so this causes dysfunction in the upper body where the shoulders round forward, and now all of a sudden, because of that, this shoulder is going to hinge off axis, right? Think of a door hinge that's not quite set the right way. It's going to creak, it's going to squeak, and then eventually it's going to break. So we've talked in previous videos about how do we get these pectoral muscles to open up, fix that posture, but the damage has already been done here. So we need to go a step farther and break up some of these tissues around the shoulder. I like to use a smaller ball for this one. It's just a little bit easier to get into that deep spot there. If it's too big, it's a little bit too broad, but by all means, use whatever ball you have or whatever you feel comfortable with. I'm going to take this ball, put it just into the meat of my shoulder, and then get into the wall. When I get into the wall, I'm going to start by going forward and backward, from side to side. So the ball is going from the front of my shoulder to the back of my shoulder. I can do a little bit of up and down as well, but I really want to focus on going across that grain. And since the muscles go from up here to down here, we want to work across it. Yes, you can do this on the ground. I find it a little bit easier on the wall. Otherwise, you have to get into some really weird positions. So with this into the wall, I'm applying some pressure. If you need to, for this next step, hold on to the ball. Okay, because the next piece is after we've gone forward and backward, we've started to let it sink in a little bit. Now we want to add motion. So I'll hold the ball so it's on a particular spot. Right now I'm on a spot that feels pretty tight. And now I'm going to scissor my hand in and out. I can also try to go up and down. And I can add some rotational pieces as well, all while applying that pressure. And there it goes. So the first few seconds there, 5-10 seconds, nothing was happening. Then all of a sudden it got deep enough where the tissue started breaking up, and now I can really feel it. So I like to say, look, yes, the magic number is 2 minutes, but it's 2 minutes from when you start to feel change, not just 2 minutes when you start the exercise. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So we're going down deep, we're getting in there. I'm now feeling that this ball is getting much closer to, say, the humerus bone, or this bone right here that goes into the shoulder. So we're digging down in there deep, we're applying some pressure, I'm moving through, and then once I start to feel those changes, I'm going to hang out for 2 minutes, and then I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other side. And when I'm done, these tissues are going to free up, they're going to be able to slide around a lot better, and now my ability to stay under as I take my swing back is going to be much better, as opposed to the shoulder wanting to come up and out of this socket. I see it all the time. Instead of this coming up and out here, we work on these tissues. Now we can stay in posture and the arm will turn underneath. So go ahead, give it a try. I'd love to see your before and after pictures. Tag me on social media, #MoveBetterPlayBetter.